just turned it and saying it was not good. Oh my god.
I saw it. I was saying coming from the original, like, okay, then it could just be the alignment. I don't think it's that deep.
Hey everyone, before we get started, there's one special announcement. We have a birthday boy in the room. He's hiding in the corner, I promise you this. It is amazing Professor Sweet's birthday today. But after this ad passes, I promise you we have a song.
Is this from Chuck E. Cheese?
A beautiful thank you for Professor Sweet. He's just been doing a lot of work with MISA, so we love the song. If you see him after, just give him a nice happy birthday. And
Yeah, I'll just give you a fist bump because I'm under the weather.
So there you go.
Stay away from the sick. That's not a good birthday.
Okay, cool.
This is my favorite cake, by the way. I do love coffee.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But now vanilla chocolate.
Vanilla,
Oh, okay. So the first day of orientation is to contribute. There should be like a safari hat and binoculars around his neck and it means something about.
Bro, you're kidding.
No, I swear, he had it.
Just wearing like the windbreaker shirts, all in the bag, fishing on the yeah, that's I graduated 2 years ago. I'm actually good. Yeah. Bad as it is. Plus a lot of 5 pounds to be on camera.
Yes. Do you want the birthday cake?
Oh, me?
Yeah, thank you so much. You're welcome.
Sure.
Okay, there you go.
Don't know anything
I think she thought it was on her.
Birthday cake? Pizza is coming. Okay. Do you want birthday cake?
Yes, please.
That's what I keep saying.
Mike, you can't focus on the past.
What is he like?
Thank you.
Anytime.
Anytime.
Not on mine, but like in other, like people just, in job work, for example, you know, you work in teams of like 4, and it's somebody's turn to do that phase of the project, and then all of a sudden they're like, then I suck, I can't do it.
How much did you invest in it?
It is a high school.
Birthday
It
cake?
was like,
Would you
start 50,
No?
and then came back.
You're gonna buy us patience?
No.
How much did you invest in it?
So Mark 1, I know so far the money right now. when that's a question once out, it's like I'm feeling broke. I don't know. I didn't know that class.
Bro, I want to get a job.
Yes, I'm CSP, bro. Still allowed to hurry. Like my still jobs are open.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm taking for like bro, I'm starting March.
I need a job to have a data mine.
Straight up. Well, I'm leaving. And then
That's like always sounded cool. Why?
I'm going to again.
Like I almost went. I almost prepared that because I saw that.
That's why I'm saying, bro, it's really hard.
Yeah.
We want to get this in.
Yeah.
That's it. Gainesville's live.
It is live.
I was debating on between the two. I was really busy.
We're gonna get started. Everyone will come around if you guys want to take it out. She'll be asking the questions. Alright.
Welcome to MISA.
So, hey everyone, welcome to MISA. Welcome back to spring semester 2. Hope everyone enjoyed the winter break. Just want to say thank you for showing up. This is our first meeting of the semester. And who's new here? Anyone new, raise your hand? Okay, cool. The whole left side. Okay, cool. Well, pleasure. Thank you for coming. Hopefully we get all your questions answered about MISA, and then you can also hear from our alumni panel over here on the left. So yeah, let's get started. So to start off with MISA, just the basic question of what is MISA. First off, what it stands for, it's Management Information Systems Association. What that means is if you're part of the major MIS, that probably makes sense to you, and then the A is for association. What kind of events do we do here? So some of the events we do are professional development. So we have like a LinkedIn workshop, or we have a workshop to practice networking. Some of the company info sessions. So this is kind of the main thing, the bread and butter piece of what a lot of people know about us. We'll bring in companies, they sort of do their spiel, they talk to you guys about opportunities and stuff like that. What they have available, or what the benefits are and stuff like that. And kind of helps you guys get an idea of what the market looks like. Other than that, just such as today, we have alumni speakers, so people that have already graduated are in their careers. They'll talk to you guys about what they did to MISA, or how they got started and stuff like that. So it gives you guys an idea of what the future will lie ahead. Company tours. So for example, last semester we went to Honor Walk. We got the company tour, walked around and stuff like that. I'll talk a little bit more about that, but get an idea to get behind the scenes. A lot better than just applying online and hoping for the best. You actually get to see what the work life is before you even actually get the job. And then some of our social events. So we like to give out birthday cake on Professor Scoot's birthday. We have barbecues, we have game night, we have stuff like that. And yeah. So if you guys there's a flyer in the front. On that list, it'll show the same list of events that's going on. But for this semester, you can kind of see what's going on for this whole semester. We meet every Thursday, the same room, same time, same day, everything. A few small events here, like the barbecue will be on a Saturday, or the company tour will be on a Friday. That's kind of what covers that. So premium. So all these meetings are free. You're always welcome to come. You can bring friends. There's no actual payment to attend the meetings. We do have a special. We have a special premium membership that is offered. You don't have to pay this, but you just get small benefits. The examples are you get a graduation course, so when you graduate, you get a MISA t-shirt. Are we giving out this one or the polo? I have a polo. So you get a polo shirt when you sign up. Early job notifications, so when Professor Sweet or any of the officers here are told about a job, we send it to the premium members about 2-3 days earlier. And then the annual company tour. So the company tours are premium specific. But if you're interested in this at all, we're trying to offer, anyone who wants to sign up tonight, $10 off. So it'll be $50 instead of $60. It's a really good deal. You don't have to sign up today. You can sign up later on in the semester, or right at the company tour you really think it's interesting enough, you want to go to it, you can just sign up then. But again, all the events are free. Feel free to bring your friends. We try to have pizza on the company info sessions, and yeah. If you have any questions about that, feel free to talk to me or Professor Sweet after. So how to get the most out of MISA? So we try to have a little Q&A to see what our members take best from MISA and how it sort of enhances their experience with it. One of the things that we discussed were sort of preparing the questions. So there's going to be a lot of companies that do come in. One of the things I really encourage is sort of getting a little prep ahead of time, see what job openings they have available, and start getting your questions ready for the speaker. They're going to look at see who's most interested already just based off the questions, and it's an easy way to stick out of the crowd once after, and then you get a one-on-one with them if you want, stuff like that. Another thing is talk to people around, so not only presenters such as the alumni panel or myself at all, or the company reps that come in, but talk to people in the org as well. There's so many people you're gonna meet, and a lot of people take different career paths, so you never know, what relationships you can build out in this world. And it's just a really great way because it kind of gets all of us students kind of centered in one place. So really great. We're gonna try to have some networking activities all throughout the semester so you can just even better get more opportunities to get to know your peers. So it's gonna be really great. Attend the meetings. So while you may be not looking for a job at the moment, or you're actively looking, attending these meetings are one of the things I truly recommend. Even if, say, you're not looking for a job, what's great about attending these company info sessions, you're gonna get to know what skill sets they're looking for. You're gonna get to know what's relevant in the job market today. You don't know if Python's specifically needed or are specifically needed. There's different tools and aspects that, and it helps you kind of keep up to date and that you know where to focus what skills you're learning on and what to focus on your resumes and stuff like that. And to be open-minded, you're gonna hear, we do have some speakers come in sometimes and they say we have a sales job available. And a lot of people kind of show me like, oh, I'm not sales job, I'm not that type of person. I want you guys to stay open-minded, even outside the realm of sales job. Stay open-minded to the ideas that you hear, because I know a lot of people that were bio majors and end up in marketing management. It's just a whole crazy world. You guys can find your path, and just stay open to ideas. Just listen to them and just really understand and take in what they're telling you guys. Kind of what I talked about already, but learn about the job market. You kind of get an idea of what skill sets people are looking for, or kind of what career paths kind of evolve into. Whether it's a junior data analyst, going up data scientist or business analyst, BI. There's a lot of things you can learn. And finally, have fun with it. While everyone, you kind of try to get serious when you're looking for jobs. Really, we're all trying to look for the job. So we kind of like to make an atmosphere while we're still professional. We like to get along with each other, make some friends, and just have a good time with it. Quick thing. So obviously, every Thursday is kind of a hassle for some people. If you're not able to make it every Thursday, we do have live streams. So you can actually go on our website. And on YouTube, we will be live streaming every session that we have, as long as the companies give us permission. So we'll hopefully take care of all of that. And our Instagram, so we're gonna have posts and stuff like that, just updates on events, what's going on. Just good way to stay connected with us. Manager and officer positions. So if you're interested in actually helping out sort of behind the scenes of what's going on in MISA, or there's a specific project that MISA would be really good for, and you want to try to come on board and help us out, feel free to talk to me or Professor Sweet in the back. We'd love to get your information down and sort of talk about the things and maybe see what opportunities lie ahead. All right, and then finally, so I have a few questions listed out. Honestly, I'm pretty sure this slide is a little messed up, so I might just give away all the questions, but I'm gonna ask a few questions about basically just kind of what we went through, and we have a swag bag or box that you can pick something out of, and you're gonna get a chance at a prize. So does anyone know what company we toured that last? What company tour, Jimmy? Huh? Honor Lock? Yeah, that's right, man. You can come up here. You don't know if there's a pen there or not. Okay. Second question. Who do you talk with if you want to become a manager or officer? Yes. Exactly, that's correct. Want to know this black box over here? Okay. Next question then. Name at least 3 companies we have info sessions with this semester. You guys have like a flyer? Yes.
Office Depot, Automation, and Alignment Solutions.
Alight Solutions, yep, perfect. I just realized I have a question, but I definitely did not answer it in this session. So, let's see. What is one way to get the most out of MISA? I'm sorry? Yeah, perfect. That works for me. Yeah, man. You get a chance at this swag box here. And then I didn't introduce my officers, but let me introduce my officers very quickly. There's Zachary Phillips right here. He is our communications manager. Woo!
We started.
You want to know what you look like? Yes. Guys, that's Zach. We have Emily, our VP. And then we have TJ, our webmaster here. And then manager, I'll take Rebecca. Help us. I got everyone. So, can you name all the officers?
Emily.
Okay, Emily.
Zach.
Anyone else want to pick up? Yeah.
Emily, TJ, Rebecca, Zach.
And my name?
Christian.
Oh, you got it, you got it. Hey, man, come on up. Okay. Mike?
Mike's sort of our alumni.
So Mike's retired. He didn't like us. Anyway, guys, that's Mike. You might see him around every now and then. Yeah, that's everything. Anyone got questions about this? The premium membership, the events, anything like that? Want to know what's interesting? Yes. That's for life. So when you pay the $60, we don't charge you annually. We try to keep costs as low as we can. $60 is just a lifetime membership, so you don't have to sign up every year. You get all the benefits throughout the whole time. Obviously, graduating course when you're graduating, the proposal you receive on sign-ups, and then the early job notifications will put you on a separate email list compared to the free members. Yeah, good question. Any other questions? No.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, so if you get emails, and if you graduate, do you still get those emails?
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Yes.
So yes, you're still on that email list. We know, sometimes if you're past graduation, you're trying to look maybe for a new job or something, you'll still receive our emails. You'll wait until you request, hey, I don't want these emails anymore. I don't like job opportunities. You just let us know and we'll just take you off. Zach will still find your email somehow, some way. Any other questions? Good? Okay, cool. So I'd like to introduce our lovely alumni panel. You guys want to start from left and right? And
Oh, hi. My name is Anna O'Hara, and just thank you.
you can introduce yourself. We're going to go through and then we'll, go through
Okay,
questions.
and I'm a project manager for a company that provides business.
Oh, I did.
Earlier that.
Yeah, great.
Hi, everybody. My name is Lari Marcela Ramirez, and I am a digital media coordinator for the Center for E-Learning here at FAU.
Mark Cravens, I'm a technically international account executive for Source. I sell anything that transmits data, so a lot of IoT devices and solutions.
All right, perfect. So with that being said, I'll start off with the first question of asking each and every one of you, like, sort of, what's the daily kind of routine that you guys do at your jobs? As they're signing this one. And then we'll also pass it on to the floor. If you guys ever have any questions, let them speak, and then just feel free to raise your hand and ask them. So again, what's sort of the daily life that you do?
I'll start off. Yeah, you're welcome. I wake up at 6 o'clock, walk the dog, get the son off the Spanish River, who goes to school here, also dual enroll. Then I start calling on clients. I do a lot of travel, a lot of conference calls, a little bit of everything, and we'll kind of cover that later, I think, but how I utilize the MISA stuff, all the different classes I had to take for MIS, and I was a cyber or information security was my emphasis. As do a little bit of project management, do a little bit of help desk, do a little bit of troubleshooting, a little bit of marketing, and then communication. So I've kind of really tied everything together. But literally, I just contact and call customers all day and sell stuff and make money. That's the.
Okay, my typical day is just, I manage about 30 projects that are related to media. Professors here at FAU like to move face-to-face courses into online environment. So I'm in charge of managing those projects and basically just working with them, scheduling recordings, and also having the pre and post-production of those recordings. So it can vary from like 10 videos from one project up to like 67 or even 100.
I need to go back and say that it's an IT solution company, not a business solution. You know if I make that here. I work from home, so I really don't have a routine. Because honestly, I can work from 6 in the morning till 4 in the morning the next day, and some days I work 2 hours, and it's my day. I manage projects, basically what it is. We provide our customer is Siemens. I have Siemens, big company. We provide them with hardware. So So what I have to do is basically align everything from the beginning until the end of the project. And this, I know it sounds probably, oh, that's easy. It's not. You have to align a lot of people, vendors, hardware. Sometimes they're missing a power cord when you send the switches. So it's a lot of not so much people skills as to, since it's a solutions company, you have to prevent. You have to make sure that those things don't happen. That sometimes the people know that they have to send a power cord, but they don't. So you have to remind them. So it's, I call it babysitting, but it's actually managing people. And I'm not changing for the world because I work from home, so I can work in my pajamas every day.
Okay, perfect. I'll open the floor. Does anyone have any questions they'd like to ask?
You all went to FAU?
Mhm.
Really?
So I have student loans.
We actually just graduated with a master's last, December.
Yeah. The three of us actually had one class
Dr.
together.
Carter?
Yeah.
We had one class together. Wasn't the nicest. Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, so you were all members of MISA, and did you ever get any successful job opportunities from the?
Here's, it's, everyone always wants to kind of know the what's in it for me, like why MISA, I think, right? That's kind of the whole gist of it. It's not just MISA itself, it's everyone that's in this room. So when you start taking classes and you are taking, database management, forensics, history, communication, there's like a list of classes that all of you will take, right, that are very similar. It's about driving the relationships in this room. That's the most important thing that MISA does for you. We all know the same people, relatively. I mean, we all know additional people, but, Richard Willoughby was a perfect example. We were just talking about a little bit ago. He went on to do his master's, his wife was in the Air Force, so they moved, because he's a military spouse. But if I'm ever in that area or need a job, I'll just reach out to Richard. I know people who've gone to different coasts, different parts of a guy that had class with us. It's in Kansas City, my hometown, so I kind of told him where to go, where to eat, kind of what part to live in, because when you read stuff on a map or someone says, oh, live in the city, you don't necessarily know that's really good. So really the most important thing is driving the relationships in this room. Jobs, I've had at least 3 interviews from fellow classmates that say, hey Mark, there's a job opening, you should really apply for this, you'd be great. So, yes, I mean, in essence, MISA's phenomenal for that, but it's all about what you put into it. If you don't put anything into it, you're not gonna get anything out of it.
Yeah, I honestly didn't get my job from these, but being part of this group made me feel like part of something bigger, honestly. Kind of like something you want to make proud, like you say, oh, I belong to MISA. I wasn't happy with the job I got thanks to FAU for the government. So it was actually a professor, Dr. What's her name? No. That's my name. One professor here. I love her. Her name will come back to me. She told me, if you're not happy, get out. So I am thankful that I was able to be part of this thanks to Professor Sweet, and he's the one who pushed me into being into this. He pretty much forced me.
Stockholm syndrome.
But there's a lot of benefits. So like mentioned, I mean, I didn't put a lot of time coming to ministry if I couldn't, but I always try to be involved and be part of this, which is amazing. It's really good. And you get to get the cord. Congratulations.
Yeah, you kind of have to chase Dr. Sweet for that.
Yeah.
No, I used to be an officer, and I have to tell you that the experience of networking with CEOs and people, from these companies that are going to offer you a job is something that you cannot, you cannot change for anything. So, like, one of the experiences that I had is after a meeting here in MISA, I think it was a social networking at one of, I think it was Duffy's or something like that. Mm-hmm. The CEO actually requested me on LinkedIn. So that's like them requesting you, it's super valuable. So So obviously, it does make an impact in your professional life.
Yeah. Anyone got any questions? Yes.
Since you guys said you guys got your masters, I want to know like what made you want to come back to do your masters, and how did you incorporate like studying and then your real life career? Like how did you like manage that time?
You want the truth?
Yeah.
We were pretty much guinea pigs of that program. It was amazing though. And I'm sorry for sounding you could say it. It actually was a great opportunity because I'm not spring chicken, so I'm getting old, decided to go back to school, in my 40s. So I didn't have time to think about it. It was like, okay, I graduated in May with my bachelor's and I'm starting in June with my master's. It was like, and the last semester, we had to take a master class to give us an idea. The last semester of the bachelor's to give us an idea of what it was like, the load. And at first we were like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take 3 or 4 classes. No, we were super wrong to do that. And it was difficult, honestly, to balance a life, job, school, and actually graduate professors expect a lot, more than I thought they would. Because you think they know mostly you're gonna be working, and you have a life, and you have kids. I don't care. But it was good. It was a great lesson. I learned we actually went through a lot of classes together. We suffered through the same classes together, and we succeeded through the same classes together. So,
I actually did it. I don't know. I speak for myself. I did it because if I didn't move on to the master's right away, I knew I wasn't gonna get back. So, and the thing about this program is that it's accelerated, but in reality, you can do it, at your own pace. I know. I think it was Al who did it in a year. He's crazy. He's crazy. But yes, no, I took my time. But the good thing is that I didn't have to take like the GMAT or the GRE, and it was like sort of like a bridge. So like she said, we graduated, and then she started summer classes. I took the summer off.
she went to Europe.
Yeah. And then I came back refreshed, ready to take on it, and then just fall flat on your face. But still, like she said, we actually helped each other. We had a lot of classes together, and like with the person that you have classes with in your bachelor's, and now like going through the same thing in the master's. So that's pretty cool.
And you know what was amazing for this program? And I'm not kissing his butt.
Yes.
Yes. Because we encountered a lot of obstacles. I'm not kidding you when I tell you that we were guinea pigs. We were like the first ones in that. I don't know if it was anything before us, but we're pretty much the first one to take that accelerated program. And every time we had an issue, we have to take classes from the College of Engineering. We're business students. So I don't know. I mean, when you learn algebra in high school, you say, I'm never ever gonna see this again. You will if you do this. Linear algebra? Anybody remember linear algebra? Okay, I wasn't that smart. Well, I don't know, we figured it out, but every time we had an issue, specifically with that program, Dr. Sweets was amazing. He helped us a lot. And the whole MIS program was very supportive of what we were doing. And it was totally worth it to be in the honestly.
Dr. Sweet is a great listener. Yeah, that's all I have to say.
To touch up a little bit on what they're talking about, the accelerator program, we actually do have an intro session later in the semester. Professor Sweet is kind of part of that dream team that we get started. So if you have further questions, you can ask him or Keely, I believe, that advising and Michelle. I think so. So if you guys have any questions more about that accelerator program, it's a pretty interesting program, and we definitely have a lot of testimonies about it. But yeah, it's definitely a great program to think about. Somewhere on the flyer, it'll tell you when that session is. So that's what you guys know. You had a question?
Yeah. So I know we were talking about the accelerator program. Which specific one did you go for? Because I know there's like 4 different ones. There's one that's like data science, like computer science. Which one is yours?
We did information technology.
Information technology management.
So can I just add in there? There's 4 total,
yes,
but only 2 are available for our MIS students.
Oh.
So you can't do any of the computer science tracks because we share the program with computer science. So there's only 2. information technology management and business analytics within our company.
Okay.
And I don't know about you, but I got the business analytics one.
You did.
And so I got, the benefit of the certificate that, you know, they give you classes for that, I got that too. So, and I changed that like the last semester, and I was like, okay, that's cool, you're good.
Yeah. Okay. Anyone got any questions? Yes.
So how has the masters helped you in your career? I guess your current career. Has it helped you in your current career?
I'm gonna say perseverance. Yes, it requires a lot of finding out on your own, a lot of studying on your own. I mean, I took most, like every class was online, and even though that I work here, but I found it easier that way. So there was a lot of time management, and that falls a lot into my job now, which is coordinating. That's extremely vital when you're a project manager, and handling so many projects at the same time, and it's knowing to when and how much of your time to dedicate to different stuff during the day. So in that sense, and also I just graduated, so I think that I'll get back to you in about 4 years.
I work from home, as I said, so imagine this thing working from home is like, that's cool, I can sit down and binge on Netflix, I don't know, Netflix and chill, whatever. Anyways, it wasn't easy. Like the first 2 months, I was like, I'm bored out of my mind because I was in the middle of training. And at the same time, I was going through the masters, and at the same time, my mom passed away. So it was rough, but if it wasn't for this program, like I had to learn how to be an adult. Even though I'm an adult, I had to be an adult in regards to being responsible. I managed 3 agendas, like physically, not only my phone, I have 2 phones. Because otherwise I forget everything that I have to do. And it was because I had so much homework, things that you have to refresh on. Like our last class was on Python, and I was like taking Python on the side. It helped me be more organized now. Like I said, I wouldn't change it for the world, because now I know what to do with my day to day. And I'm bored now. I'm trying to find something to do because I don't have any more classes.
Doctorate.
No, he said,
I'm
wait a
good.
minute. Not yet. My husband said, wait. No, we're gonna do the PMI.
Any other questions? Right there? Yeah.
Are you happy with your pay?
No.
That's like,
No, but I am learning a lot, and it's worth it, because Florida is very hard to get a job that pays you well. And the thing is that while I'm learning, I'm also learning to be smart with my money. And I know that with my master's title, there's something better coming up. I'm not looking for it right now. That job fell on my lap, and I am honestly not desperate for more money. I'm okay right now. But yes, I know I can make more money. I'm smart enough, and I'm certified enough to make more money, but it's funny.
I want to know who is. No, kidding. For now, yes. It's I think it's the experience. It will come with more money, but for now, I'm okay with it.
You're on sale. Have you not been making money?
Actually, I am.
That's the thing, because you control your money.
Kind of, yeah. Customers control it, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel like in terms of the job market that people seeking a job, it's sort of saturated with just people with their 4-year degree? Do you feel like the master's is sort of necessary to separate yourself from that group, or is it sort of an optional thing that you should pursue if you can?
I honestly did it because it was convenient at the time. I had the time, I had the money, the loans, and that's something I wanted to do for myself. Honestly, I got a 8% raise when I got my master's. So it wasn't a lot of money. They moved me from project coordinator to project manager, but I did it for myself. I don't think you need a master's to succeed. I honestly am telling you. But my daughter is 25, and she makes a lot of money when she does. She went through 2 semesters in college, but she's at a point where she cannot be promoted anymore because she doesn't have the education. So now she's debating about going back to school so she can get promoted. So there's a lot of things that I've worked for 25 years without a degree, and I had very good jobs by trade, you know. But now that I have my job, my degrees, I feel a lot more confident that I know what I'm talking about if I actually leave it to me. But I'm telling you, it's not absolutely necessary in my personal opinion. I did it for myself.
I think it kind of depends if you look at what your dream job is, like what you really want to do, and does it pay the bills, right? But as long as you're happy, it doesn't seem like work, which is true, right? Because we have artists, and a lot of artists never make money, but they seem super happy. Same thing with actors and actresses. So I would encourage you to get the 4-year degree. Don't take a break. You've already started it, just finish it straight through. Don't go back like I did. I did my first 2 years right away and then got a lot of time off. And then came back, and granted that my difference was I was a lot better at time management being older. But you guys have time on your side right now to finish it through and go. And if you absolutely have to have the master's, then I would encourage you to do the master's. But if you look at what really makes you happy in career path, and you don't have to have the master's, then it's will completing it make you feel good and give you self-confidence, then do it. But definitely, if nothing else, finish your 4 years in one and done.
I think it also depends on the industry. Because if, like, say you're going to be working at a education institution, FAU, and you want to end up teaching, your chances of earning more money, it's gonna come with a master's and with a PhD. But not to discourage anybody of getting a master's, but I think that after a bachelor's, certifications way more, a lot of times.
Say that again? Sorry.
Say that again?
That after you finish in your bachelor's, it's an option, but maybe take your time before the master's and look for certifications. They're shorter, cheaper, and you learn a lot of things in that. So you had a question?
So overall, do you have any regrets from doing your major and doing it the way you did it? What is a couple ways that you thought maybe you could improve so that you could pass it down to us?
I regret nothing. I think the way that I did it, it was, that's how I wanted to do it. Again, I know this, person that did it in a year, I wouldn't have been able to do that, even if I wasn't working. It's quite a lot of information for you to digest in just 1 year. Even though that it's laid out for you to finish it in a year, I'm glad I did it. I was able to grasp a lot more information.
Yeah, I agree with everything. I actually enjoyed it a lot. Like I said, I'm not kidding when I'm telling you I'm bored. It was a great opportunity, and I'm really grateful. My family thinks I'm crazy. But the thing is that what Mark said is true. Sometimes it's better to just, do it all in 4 or 5 years. I'm all for that, and I think it's the best thing to do. But life sometimes gets in the way, so don't ever feel like, oh God, I'm 40. Why am I gonna go back to school? Think of me. I was 40, taking a college algebra class. Everybody was 17. So I didn't care. I was the first one, like, in front of the professor. I got an A, and I didn't care, because again, I did it for myself, and I did it for my kids too. My kids are damn proud of me.
I think the only regret I have, and this is going to sound like very controversial or very silly, but I would think it would be a regret, is as you proceed through this, you have the option of taking one of your classes as an internship, right? Looking back, there were a couple classes with some professors that I thought were really good, but I wanted, if I had the timing, I would have been not graduating in December, I would have had to wait till May. And I took the internship and converted to one of the classes, and then later on, I'm like, oh my God, that would have been a sick class to take, I would have had fun, and the professor was really good. So, kind of look at that sometimes, it sounds kind of a silly thing to regret, but I'd still recommend doing an internship, but you don't necessarily have to short yourself on a class down the road, you can just not claim it as a class.
And if you have any professional classes, talk to him. He's gonna be like your bibliography, and he'll give you an idea of like, he'll take you into the right path. Because it can be confusing.
You mentioned certifications. Do you have any recommendations for any, or do you think it's up to the discretion of the company that you will be applying for?
What do you like?
Yeah.
Why would you, like, you could do an SQL database certification, but what good is that gonna do for you in project management? It all depends on what field you're going into.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you're in this program, they have like the business analytics certification, I think I believe. So that's a way of having to go into the master's. Still a certification on business analytics, so and that's hot right now. So that's one that I know for a fact they offer here. There's a whole catalog from FAU. They have a master's certification too. So, but it all depends, like you say. I mean, what do you want to do with your life? I mean, if you want to be one thing and be certified in a lot of other. This is a in theory a 4-year school. But I'm pretty sure, well, I don't want to say I'm pretty sure, but maybe some of you came thinking, oh, I'm going to go for economics and end up a dentist, you know? So, seek what you have, what you want in life, and then look for ways to better yourself. But there's a lot out there. So. Just make sure that, you know, credible.
And not to contradict Mark, but internships are usually good for you to find out what you want to do with your professional life. I know that I went into my internship here at the Center for E-Learning, and 3 years later I'm working for them.
Did you substitute it as a class, or did you?
I did.
Did you? Do you?
Because that was my last semester in bachelor's, and it was my first as a master's.
The same happened to me. Actually, I did an internship for the government, and I showed me that I didn't want to work for them. They're too lazy. They are.
Wow.
You know,
Tell us how you feel. Damn.
They are. I swear. I was the only one doing everything. Everybody was like on Facebook and watching some operas. But that told me I don't want to be part of this. I want to be significant to something. And when I was interviewed by the company I work for, I told them I want to be challenged. I want you to give me something that, you know what, this is impossible, give it to Anna. And so they did. And then made it happen. So that's why I don't care if I don't make a lot of money. It's very satisfactory when I get a call from my boss and tells me, hey, out of 25 people, we only gave a raise to 6. You're one. So.
Yes. Looking back, which class would you say made the largest impact in your career that maybe you didn't necessarily think at the time?
For me, project management. And also database. That made me cry.
I'm with her on that one. That class made me realize how much I hated school. Project management was amazing. It was a really a class that really slapped in the face, and you know, oh, this is now I'm supposed to do things. But yeah, I'm really on that.
I wouldn't say project management as well. Actually, you learn a lot in that class.
And I'm gonna ask one more question, and then, you know, if you guys have questions, and then you can follow up with them. We'll have 15 minutes or so. What would you give yourself, maybe 5 years old, while taking a classes advice? What advice would you give?
You go, wait, ask the question again?
So, what advice would you give yourself while taking the classes? Like, you know, not necessarily like regret, but like, you know, what could you have done better? you think?
Don't stress so much. It's gonna pass. And yeah, just step back and take a break and then go back at it. I used to stress a lot and not just try to figure out how to make this code work. Tears will come down but then the next day you're like, oh, that's where I was missing. Yeah. And also collaboration. There's other people that has fortes and yours are different, and you tend to meet people that you guys complement each other. And I'm not saying cheating, but teaching each other.
Yeah, I'm gonna piggyback on that. My biggest pet peeve was team projects, because every time I ended up doing everything myself. So my advice to you, and a lesson that I learned myself, is that learn to be a team player and really deliver. Don't get into a group, one, that you know they're gonna rely on you to do everything, or two, that you're gonna be able to rely on somebody. Concept of the team is very important in the future, very important. Because if you get to the point where you're gonna be a manager, or you're gonna be managed by someone, you are part of the success of whatever you, yeah. So, that being a good team player is what made us survive this masters. Really, we complemented each other so much that, I don't know, we had A's and B's everywhere. Because when you go to a master's degree, you cannot have a C. And we did great because of it. So learn to be a team player, and that's the one thing that I would really trust myself with.
I'm gonna piggyback on top of the third. So, as you start taking these classes, you're gonna see everyone in the same classes, pretty much, right? You're gonna, I kinda know that person over there. It's really apparent who is not the good team player in team projects very early on. And each group has that guy that the night before something's done just throws his hands up and says, I can't do this phase of the Java. You guys are on your own. It's and inevitably everyone gets so pissed about it, but it happens. And then later on, you'll see by like the time that you're in the second or third semester of this program, all those bad people get stuck on the same team. So my advice is join a good team and then try to take classes with those other good team members, because the collaboration will really make it a lot easier by the time your senior year comes around. Just be smooth.
Can we give a round of applause for our panelists?
You can throw a graduation cord in there for her.
Yes, please.
It's your birthday, and you're giving us presents. Tell me what you want.
I'm trying. Well, thank you guys. We're going to be here for a short while if you have any one-on-one questions with them. I believe first she's going to want to take a group photo.
Yeah, so thanks everybody so much for the birthday wishes, cake, Emily, Jonathan, really good. In terms of the session, I'm so happy you were able to come. Like, this is what we do every week. So there's like a lot of energy, excitement, and we're all in this together. The goal is to really just make you guys better individuals. So whether it's finding employment, finding friends, finding your purpose, so that's what we're really trying to do. So if you didn't get a chance before you leave, just make sure you sign in so we can brag about how cool MISA is to everybody. And then we're just going to do a group photo. So because there's like so many of us, I just want you to sit where you are. I'm going to go over in the back corner. You just can kind of swivel around. So we'll do one regular, and then we'll do one with the owls up.